Don't be scared. Atiku has the capacity to accommodate Wike's frustration. Emmanuel Ogidi tells Nigerians. Hey guys, this is still DJM3 Daily News Updates. Ahead of the 2023 general election, Emmanuel Ogidi, the former national vice chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the South region, has said that the crisis within the People's Democratic Party is born out of the frustration and disappointment of Governor Wike after losing the party's presidential primaries. And he has assured Nigerians that Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, has what it takes to accommodate Wike's frustration. Emmanuel Ogidi made this known in a video we're about to watch when he said that the People's Democratic Party crisis was an outcome of Wike's frustration and not winning the party's presidential primary. What is happening with Governor Wike is natural, he said. He is human, blood flows through his vein. You know, he was so sure he was going to win the party's primary because he has dreamt of it and worked so hard, and he believed what he asked for Nigeria and Nigerians was genuine. But when he didn't get it, frustration sets in. What I mean by that is that when you have the desire to deliver on something and you weren't given the opportunity, it is also frustrating. One of the results of frustration is the transfer of aggression, he said. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
By the name People's Democratic Party, in other words, the party for everybody. So nobody can be a deity, nobody can be a king or whatever. When you join a party, you always talk about the interests. And sometimes your interests may not be attainable, and it's always like that. But as for commotion, it's not commotion, it's just about interest. How can you call that commotion? So about interest, but we'd like us to look at it this way. Atiku Abubakar said he's a unifier, and he is trying very hard to unify the party. But you expect that people want to pull us back. It's natural. Now, what is happening with Governor Wike is natural. Wike is human, he has blood flowing in his vein. You know, he was so sure he was going to win that primaries. And because he has dreamt of it, and he has worked so hard, and he believed that what he has for Nigeria and Nigerians is genuine, is everything. So, but when he didn't get it, frustration has set in. What I mean by that, you know, when you have a desire to deliver on something and you're not given that opportunity, it's frustrating. And one of the ways that, one of the results of frustration is to transfer aggression. So, there's what's called transfer aggression now. But Atiku Abubakar, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, is very experienced. So are also the leadership of the party, other members of the party, the leadership. They are very experienced. We understand what is going on. Therefore, we must be very careful. You know, Atiku Abubakar is an elder statesman. As we speak in the party today, he's the leader of the party. Is the national chairman of the party. They have all shown maturity, but it's human. Matthew chapter 5 verse 9 says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." I'm a peacemaker, and I cherish being peaceful. But I can tell you this, all those who expect the house will crumble, the house will never crumble. Because we have an assignment, and that assignment is to rescue Nigeria. And we're doing everything to ensure that we succeed in it. Because if we don't get it right, this suffering we're facing today will be so much that Nigerians will never forgive us. We are conscious of the fact that Nigerians are prepared to give us a second chance. Therefore, we'll do whatever it takes to win this election and to rescue Nigeria. You see, the People's Democratic Party, by its name, is democratic. And we have what you call, we have our rules and regulation. And you see, what people say, when you say the chairman must leave, there are a lot of things involved. You know, you remember when there was pressure that the secondary should leave. You saw how this thing threatened the party. And but thank God we went out of it. We have always seen this kind of situation. The party has gone through all. This one is an aside as far as I'm concerned. Because not an issue, just about interest. Governor Wike and the other governors with him, they're looking after their interests. But we are looking at the larger interest, which is Nigeria. And I'm very sure they'll come in line. So don't let it bother you. Yes, we are bothered. I agree with you. It's not going to be a walk in the park. To be honest with you, it's not going to be a walk in the park. But we are determined to rescue Nigeria. And on top of that, we also have to be sure, and we have to be very careful, because we don't want to lose anybody. We made that mistake 2014, 2015, and said, let them go. We saw the consequences. We're not going to let anybody go. But when it becomes obvious that the person wants to go, after trying to restrain the person, they will let go. But it has not got into that. It has not. But you see, I'm very happy Nigerians are very worried. Shows that they want to give us a second chance. This bickering, this comment, it's unfortunate that Governor Wike, as his commissioning project, is hitting on us. That tells you how pained he is. But don't worry. You see, if you are treating an ailment, if it doesn't cure from the inside, there will be pus in the wound. So don't worry. We're in the process.
Okay.
All this one that is talking is also helping him psychologically. I know it psychologically. It's helping him to heal his internal pains. After this time, you see the other Wike. And I believe that.
Welcome back, guys. This is still DJM3 Daily News Update. So here we have it. We've heard from Emmanuel Ogidi, the former vice chairman of the People's Democratic Party representing South, who have said that Atiku has the capacity and the experience to accommodate and manage Wike's frustration. He said that Wike's frustration is born after the fact that he did not win the party's presidential primaries, and that is why he has been eating hard on the People's Democratic Party. And according to Emmanuel Ogidi, he believes that what Wike is doing now, commissioning projects and also eating on the People's Democratic Party, is helping him psychologically to get back on his feet. And according to him, when Wike gets back on his feet, he will come back to the People's Democratic Party to join in order to make the campaign successful. So guys, what are your thoughts and comments? Emmanuel Ogidi is sure that Wike will come out of his frustration because he believes Wike is frustrated that he did not win the presidential primary. Do you also agree in line with what he has said? Do you agree that Wike is frustrated over losing the presidential primaries? Also, Emmanuel Ogidi said that the position of the national chairman, Yosha Ayu, is not being threatened, that nobody is taking the position away from him. And this is contrary to what Governor Wike and some other persons have said in the past, that the national chairman should relinquish his position because the party's presidential candidate is from the north, and himself, who is the national chairman, is also from the north. What are your thoughts and comments? Share them with us in the comment section below.
DJM TV.
Fulani people Don't say no. They don't like her.
Welcome to DJ TV.
DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV.
Some of the delegates and ask the question.
DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV. DJ TV.